Hey, this is Jerry McKinley with Coldwell Banker Coastal Rivers Realty in North Carolina. And we're here to talk about some real estate questions that you may have and issues and concerns. A big topic, which unfortunately is coming up a lot today, is what to do about the remaining balance on your house when you sell if you have negative equity. Now, that means that basically that you owe more on the house than you're going to be able to sell it for. You might hear people calling being upside down in your house, and that's what it means. You can't sell it. You certainly aren't going to get a profit, but sadly, and the worst part is that you have a balance that must be paid because you cannot sell a property without paying off your mortgage. A mortgage is a lien that's placed on your property, and it has to be before it can be transferred to another person, has to be paid in full. So therefore, if you sell your house for less than what that balance is owed, you have to bring that money to closing. And sadly, with this real estate downfall that we've had the last 4 or 5 years, we're seeing this more all the time. But that's the only way to get out of it. You can't keep that balance because you no longer own the home, and it's secured by that home, and that home is gone. So you can't continue with that home equity or that mortgage or whatever you still have a balance on. So it must be settled at the closing of the sale of that property. So if you have the cash, great. If you don't, you won't be able to sell. Or I've had other people borrow money from other places, a personal note or a personal loan. You can then take care of it, but nothing to do with the house. There is no home equity for you. There's no second mortgage for you. It has to be paid in full at the time of closing. And this is a real sad fact of today's market that we have been struggling through. So thank you for your question about that negative equity. This is Jerry again with Coldwell Banker, and we thank you for joining us.